Alright, so today we're going to start our newest video series called the Paint Scheme Preview, where I'll be ranking the paint schemes for each race. We're starting today with the Busch Light Clash. Alrighty, so for one, we have Ross Chastain. He will start every series. He's not my favorite, but just because he's number one, we'll have to start with him. Okay, I like the scheme. It's fresh. Like Eric said, it had the Trackhouse flair with the Busch Light colors. It looks good. I like it. I think this is cool seeing a new sponsor for Ross Chastain, a new paint scheme for Busch, because their paint schemes on Kevin Harvick are getting kind of old. Okay, moving on to Austin Cindric. We've got the Freightliner scheme. Again, a new fresh look for it. Not necessarily anything drastic. I see Draver instead of sponsoring. Legacy is now sponsoring Penske. They'll probably run the scheme like 9 or 10 more times this year, so this is probably the best rating it's going to get. 6 out of 10. And I'll go back up to Chastain and rate it 10 out of 10. Great scheme. Austin Dillon, pretty much a scheme from last year. I'll have to see more of it before I make a decision, but 5 out of 10. Josh Berry, Sonny D Ford. Everyone's like, yeah, it's Sonny D. They've sponsored Kevin Harvick. It's just like everyone's like they're coming over from somewhere else. They've just sponsored Kevin Harvick and Riley Hurst. So, again, it looks a lot like last year's. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. I'm not a big fan of Sonny D's schemes. 5 out of 10, Kyle Larson. Can we get something more creative, please? I've seen this scheme for 3 years now, I think I could say that. Yeah, this will be 4. I've had enough of it. This is a scheme from the early 2000s. It needs to go and only come back on Darlington Throwback Week. The Celsius. Now, it's a fresh look, but I feel like this is the best it's going to get all year. 6 out of 10. It looks a lot like last year. They've made slight changes. I like the font of the number, but other than that, nah. Okay, Morgan & Morgan. They've got a fresh scheme. I like it. It's not like last year's. It's got that gradient. I'm moving my hand to show when y'all can't see my hand, but it's got this gradient change. It's got palm trees, I'm guessing because this is LA. A great scheme. I'm going to give it a 8 out of 10. Okay, so Chase Elliott is my favorite driver, so this might have a little bit of bias. But I'm going to rate this a 9 out of 10. I like the white, no rookie stripes, unlike last year. Everything looks good for it. Great scheme. Actually, I'll change that to a 10 out of 10. This is a great scheme, and I'd like to see it more this year, but I'm glad it's just a one-off. Oh, the rumors were true. The rumors were true, guys. This is what Noah Gragson is running now. It is a glorified test car scheme, as people have said. Where's the color? We need more color than this. Like, none of the colors match the logo. If it was a black, I would understand it better. If it's just solid black. But it's not. Like, come on. This is getting 5 out of 10. It's something new. That's the only thing it has going for it. Bruh. Okay, I think I found one of the schemes that just takes my breath away here. Denny Hamlin Sports Clips. Okay. There we go. I can say it correctly. It's great. It's fresh. It's way better than last year. They've totally revamped it. I like the gradient and then the white. It looks great. 10 out of 10. It's a Menard scheme. I'm going to tell you Menard schemes are going to be rated low. I don't care. They're the same every year. This gets a 3 out of 10. There's a new sponsor. That's it. Mahindra Tractors. Again, like last year, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. The rims, I like. Like, the rims are going to carry this thing. 6 out of 10. Mainly for the rims. I like the color. I kind of like the scheme. It's just, I don't know. For the wheels, just kind of underwhelming. Josh Williams driving this car. I like the scheme. It's a great scheme. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. It's great. I hope they continue the great schemes and they don't use this scheme for every car this year. Same as last year. We saw this a lot last year. So I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. I like Bass Pro Shops. That's about it. Bro! That's a nice... Okay, so this is going to be JGR's year for paint schemes. I'm liking the mobile one. I'm digging the colors. I like what they're doing. It's not basic. It is great. Credits to the person who wrapped this. Okay, 3 out of 10 for that. Seen it. 0 out of 10. I really don't care. These two schemes are the two most reused schemes, except for the 5 car, but I've seen them. I like this Bubba Wallace 23 car. I'm not a big Bubba Wallace fan, but I will say he has some cool schemes. I like how the topography is, so it's not just white. I like the blue. I like how the topography is. I've said that, I know, and I like the gold gradient number right there. William Byron driving the 24 Liberty University machine. Again, we've seen this in years past, but they have changed it a little bit, so I'll give it a 7 out of 10. Did I rate Bubba Wallace? I don't think I rated Bubba Wallace, so I'm giving this a 8 out of 10. Only thing I don't like about it is the driver. Daniel Hemrick driving the 31. They've refreshed the scheme from last year. It's going to get a solid 6. Margarita. It's a national song. Alright, I'm going to give this scheme, it's new, it's something we haven't seen, 9 out of 10. Let's try not to use this again. If they do it, that rating will be lower. But 9 out of 10, I like this. It's a fresh scheme. 38 generator. I like it. It looks great. Like the color and how it fades and fades out. It's not abrupt. So I like it. This 41, it's new. It's got some new colors, like that little orange. It's really about it from last year. I think the pattern is different. I'm going to give it a solid 7 out of 10. I'm going to see this more often this year. Now we get to the Dollar Tree car. I like it. It looks great. I honestly probably wouldn't care as much about this being seen every year. All the races this year. It's a good scheme from what it looks like. If they change it up every couple of weeks, I won't mind to mix it up once, like every month or so. It's going to look great. I'm going to give this solid 8 out of 10 from Dollar Tree. John Henry Nemechek's driving that car. Family Dollar, again, great. 8 out of 10. We're going to see it more this year, but if they mix it up every now and then, I won't mind. Thought we were done with Cheerios cars, but I was wrong. And how long has there been a limited edition of heart shapes? Because that's been here for a while. I like the number, the color. I mean, it looks like it's been out in the sun on this side too long. I'm not a big fan of putting the product on the edges of cars like this. It's just, I don't know. I'm going to give this a solid 6 out of 10. Okay, I have to announce that Ally has finally changed its scheme to a good color scheme since Jimmy. I like how the different shapes, color, it will pop on the racetrack. I like it. We're going to see it every race this year except for the Patriotic Week and Darlington, but I will say it is better than the one we have had in the past. Moving on, we have Justin Haley in the Walmart car. So Walmart is now on the car. With all that Walmart money, I would think that RWR would do something a little more extravagant, but clearly not, and they're going for gold wheels. So if we get RWR Rick Ware Racing diecast, they might have gold wheels, and that would be awesome. 51, it's Walmart, but I mean, this might mean that RWR may have more money now, and we might be seeing them closer to the front now. So, I mean, it looks cool. Ty Gibbs, Monster Energy. We've seen this year after year. 5 out of 10. This gets a 7 out of 10 new sponsor. Tyler Reddick is absent. They haven't released his scheme yet for the race. So I won't rate it. I might do this on like Thursdays or Fridays closer to the race, because they release these on Wednesday with most of the paint schemes, and over the next couple of days they'll release the rest. Zane Smith will drive the 71 Focused Health. I like this. I'm going to give it a 8 out of 10. I'll see this more this year, and I'll probably hate it by the end of the year. Zane Smith driving the 77 Delaware Light. Carson Hocevar. This is his first race as an actual Cup Series contender, not just a driver filling in for suspended ones. So, yes, I count Chase Elliott, the gateway race, as Chase Elliott being suspended and him filling in, because that was weird. Anyway, I'm giving this a solid 7 out of 10. Most of it's my bias. I like these colors. It's kind of basic, but I know from what we're seeing, Hocevar may not be running the same scheme all year, so that's good. Trackhouse. Never ceases to disappoint. This scheme is great. I can't wait to see their Wendy's scheme. Again, it's a little change from this year. No black on this car, except for the logos. So it's going to be cool. I will not be watching the clash, but, I think this will be cool. I'll see y'all in the next video.